Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt, and today we're talking about the coronavirus and how that's impacting churches. Let's cut to it. Okay, so your church is being affected by the coronavirus or the COVID-19, and you're wondering what do I do from here? My church is being shut down. Either you meet in a school, or you're a new startup, or you're a mobile church, and half of your volunteers are saying, hey, look, I'm not gonna be able to make it. You actually don't have enough manpower to meet where you want to meet or to meet where you need to. And so these are three things that you need in order to get your church up online and get the message across and still be able to pastor your congregants and to get an online presence in the midst of coronavirus or COVID-19. First, understand that your congregants actually have a legitimate concern. I personally think that the media has blown this out of proportion, or that the hysteria is a little bit ridiculous, but I still want to emphasize and sympathize with the people that are going through things. I know that a lot of people have concerns. They have legitimate concerns. Either they've been sick throughout the year, or they've faced certain things, and so they're worried about getting sick and it making them worse. And so people have a legitimate concern, and so for you to just speak faith, which is what we should be doing, and just negate how people are feeling, that's kind of doing a disservice to your congregants. If you're gonna be a leader, lead everybody, not just the people that are gonna agree with you. So you are being forced out, you're being forced out of your facility, or you're being forced to close by your local government. And these are the three things that you need for online presence. First, you need a camera. And I've got a link in the description below that is a great camera that I use. I'm actually using it to record this video right here. You need a camera, and if you don't want to go buy a camera, listen, if you bought a phone within the last 2 or 3 years, your cell phone is more than capable of performing a task of doing something online. And all you need is the rear facing camera is the best, or if you just want to use the front facing camera so you can make sure it's on there. But with the rear facing camera, you can do something like, if you're gonna live stream on Facebook, have a laptop or computer up, be live streaming from your camera and be over here answering questions, or doing stuff in the descriptions where you can actually online. And now that you have your camera, what you can do is you can record these videos, record a message. Let's say I was gonna preach, if you're in the middle of a series, turn that coronavirus and use this as a springboard. Use it as a springboard to maybe launch your online community or to re-bolster your online community. But record the message and have a watch party. You can do so on Facebook or on YouTube or other media outlets, but have a watch party so that everybody's there at the same time. Make it the same time as your service times and say, hey, we're having a watch party at this link. Join us. We'd love to see you comment and just interact with us online. That's the best that we can do without meeting in person. The second thing you need is a microphone. Now, I had this small little microphone. It looks real small. It's called a shotgun microphone. This one is actually the Rode Video Me, Video Mic Me. And I'll leave again, it's in the link below with the whole kit, with the camera, everything else. And this is one of the items that's in there. This is fantastic. So all you do is you take this, as long as you have an auxiliary port on your phone, you can plug this in, and you have a shotgun microphone sitting right at you, pointing right at you, and you're able to record it. Now the reason why this is necessary is because it makes for great audio. Now, making videos and doing things like that, I understand the importance of having good audio. Now, if you could hear me, if it sounded like I was talking in a hallway 3 blocks over, you'd probably turn this video off. But because I have a shotgun microphone mounted to my camera, it sounds like I'm speaking right there. I actually have one, it's pointing right at my mouth, and it's allowing me to capture great audio. And this is probably one of the biggest things that people don't think about that would actually turn people off for audio. I can have a 720 camera with not the best resolution, but because people can hear me, they'll be happy to continue watching and listening. Now, if you don't have a microphone, then just be close to your camera, right? The closer I am, the better the microphone is, and that will cut back on echo and certain different things like that. So if you can't get one of these microphones, which I highly suggest you do because it makes a world of difference, and it's easy, you just plug it in, you just get close to your camera. So camera, microphone, third thing is tripod. This is how you get a great stable deal. If I had somebody holding the camera that you're watching right now, it would be all over the place, and you know, there is a time for that. There is a time for like kind of movements and stuff, but sometimes you don't want to focus on that. You just want to set your camera down and be able to just push record, live stream, push a button, and still be able to talk with your hands. I'm a hand talker, and so what I'm doing right now is I'm over here, I'm online ministering, and I'm speaking to the camera, I'm answering questions. I may have a laptop over here, but this will allow me to type and to respond to my members online all at the same time. So these are the absolute 3 things that you need in order to grow an online presence right now. All right, so we have the camera, the microphone, and the tripod. Well, how do you use these? Well, use these to build your online presence. Listen, if you don't have an online presence right now, if you don't have a way that your members interact online, you're missing a huge part of 2020, because this is a great way to grow your community online and allow people to actually interact and engage outside of Sunday services. You may have somebody that only comes once or twice a month but if they're in this online community, they may respond and grow and be able to reach out to people online way more than they would on the Sunday services. And so this allows people that want to stay connected to be connected every day. We can see things that are going on. You can actually use this to post, little snippets from last week's sermon. Hey, in case you missed this, check this part out, and just provide like a 2 or 3 minute deal. That's going into editing and stuff like that. But you can use this to springboard your online community and impact and have a greater influence to your actual church. Remember that your members have a legitimate concern or fear, and so for us to just say, oh, you shouldn't fear, that's not what we want to do. We want to reassure them and build up their faith so that their fear is extinguished, because we don't want the enemy to have a foothold. We don't want to live in a spirit of fear, right? I mean, 2 Timothy tells us not that God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. And so for us to live in that, but to negate the people, maybe they're probably not as strong in faith as you are. People that have maybe they gave their life to Christ last week. They don't know what to think about this coronavirus. They don't understand the promises of God. They don't understand the power of Jesus and his blood yet. And so what you need to build up people's faith, extinguish their fear and build up their faith. Be prepared. What this does, if you get these kits or you get this stuff, what this allows you to do is for future things that come up. Maybe all of a sudden, natural disasters. If you're close to a coastal town and a hurricane hits, you can still do this next time that your church has to be shut down. Or maybe there's a tornado or just bad weather, something. I mean, stuff happens in this world, and you need the ability to meet and still impact your church online. So listen, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope that it helped you. I'm praying for your church. Comment down below on things that you're doing to build your online community as a pastor or as a church. Remember, the three basic things that we need is a camera, a microphone, and a tripod. Those 3 things are all that you need to get started online with your church and to combat the coronavirus or anything that comes up in your deal. Thank you so much for checking out. If you like this video, please hit the like button or subscribe so you don't miss videos just like this where we talk about pastoral issues and worship leader stuff. So I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Praying for you.